Hi, I'm Paul Modiano from Logical Developers, and in this video we're going to go over how to solve the classic automotive problem of make, model, year. How to filter data using multiple dynamically dependent dropdowns with Iron Speed Designer. The classic make, model, year problem stems from the fact that every make on this list is unique. Each make can have one or more models, and each combination of make and model could have been made for one or more years. In this demonstration, I'm going to make a single page using Iron Speed Designer on which the filters and results set will solve this problem. Now, as you can see, the database cannot be any simpler. It consists of a single table called vehicle model year with four fields: an integer ID column, make and model, which are varchars, and year, which is an integer. So I use the application generation wizard to create one single basic table page that contains our entire list of make, model, and years. We really have more than 6,000 records in this table. So now we're going to proceed, and I'm going to show you how to make the filters we talked about. So now we're back in Iron Speed Designer, and I have my page up, which is the Show Vehicle Model Year table page. And I have my properties box here, and I have my toolbox here, and from my toolbox I have filter and sort prepared. And what I want to do is pull down the page section drop down and select my filters. Let's look what we have here. Well, right now there's a single filter called the make filter, and what we're going to do is add to that by placing the model. Here we go. And then I'm going to insert one more row above there, and I'm going to insert my year as a filter. Now you can see by default it wants to allow me to filter by using a range of years. I don't want to really do it that way, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this from filter, the year range filter text. I'm going to cut that out so I only have the year to filter, and I'm in fact going to change its name to year filter. But I have to do more than that, because I have to go, and you could see that the filter operator, because this was originally year 2, is less than or equal. So we're going to change that operator to equal. The one thing we also notice is that the year filter is a text box, and we don't really want a text box. What instead we want is a drop-down list. We want to set the auto postback, which is right over here, to true. That means that the moment we make a selection from the year filter, it will refresh our list. And of course we want to do the same over here. We want auto postback on each of these controls. The other thing that we want to do is we want to now make model filter dependent on make filter. Well, how do you do that? If you scroll down the properties of the model filter, there is something called depends on, and right now it has no dependency, but we can say yes, model is dependent upon make, and we do the same thing for year. We'll say this depends on the model. Let's try it out quickly and see how it looks. Now the first thing we notice as soon as we run it is that we forgot a couple of things. Number one, make is a quick selector, so is model. Year is okay, but overall we want to take all of this out of the filters drop down modal window. And the only way we're going to do that is move them over here to the title area. I'll show you how we do that. So I'll start off by going back to my make filter, and let's make sure that we have the right control. And right now you can see it's a quick selector. We're going to change that. Drop down for this application works better. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to change that quick selector to a drop down. Now, about moving things out, I'll start with make filter. I'm just going to take the make filter and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to go to my page selection, and I'm going to go to the title region. And on this box right next to the title, I'm going to paste it. There's our make. I'll go back to the filter area, cut my model, and go back to the title region, put it here. Finally, year, I'll cut it, and I'll paste it here. Wonder how that looks. Would you believe that we actually did it? Take a look. Make. Here are all my makes. Let's look at Aston Martin. Now look, model for Aston Martin has been populated. What happens if we go back to make and say, no, show me Audi? And now we have only Audis. If we go to BMW, select our 330, it knows that it was only made in 2005 and 2006. And of course, if we select one, we only have one result row that comes up. Of course, we could finally clean up this page by removing the actions and filters drop-downs, and that is extremely easy. All we have to do is go back to our page and go to our header area, and we have our title region and our actions. Just highlight actions, delete it, and we're done. The resulting page comes up. Come to think of it, there's one more thing that we can always do. And we could tell it, don't show anything until we search the control. And that also is done with one single action. All we have to do is go to our table control and look at properties for this table control. And one of those properties is hide until searched. We change that to true. Let's run it now. And here we go. Nothing is selected until we select Chevy Camaro 1985. And there you go. Make, model, year. I hope that this video has been helpful. For more information, you could visit the resources at logicaldevelopers.com or ironspeed.com. Thanks for watching.